Personne m'aurait vu en première partie d'un tel ou un tel. On m'interpelle alors que je suis au fun tel en backstage.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with colleagues Shaq and Ken Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. They continue to pile up the wins, only one loss in weeks. They expect to win every time they take the court. And you look around the league, many teams in the South can struggle with attendance. That has not been the case in Memphis, though, fellas.
You know, the basketball capital of the South. Memphis is a
Wow.
hoop city.
I
and
like
guess
that.
what? The barbecue on Beale Street is delicious.
Wow, the barbecue capital of the South.
What kind of barbecue do you get when you go? Is it chicken? Is it ribs? Is it Brunswick stew?
I get chickens. I get ribs.
Chickens.
And I get
Not just one.
Oh,
you
yeah,
get
not just
multiple
one.
chickens.
I get chickens, I get beef, and I get the brontosaurus.
Okay.
The Brontosaurus.
Just think about that big, Ernie.
Oh, wow.
Think about that big, Ernie. You
Okay.
can't eat it. You can't eat it by yourself.
Oh, wow. I didn't know they had the
Is that what
brontosaurus.
Wilma gets too? And Barney and Betty? Good.
Well, Memphis, the capital of the South in basketball.
Basketball capital of the
tell-
South.
you know-
I don't know if the folks in Atlanta are going to be wild
I
about
know.
Memphis getting that.
But the Grizzlies, they fit just fine. We like them.
yeah. Oh, that does it for us.
Yes.
Kevin Harlan with the call. We'll see you a bit later.
Wilma!
I never wanna waste your time. My life, so precious. Is yours, is mine. And look at the time. My God, so precious. Is yours, is mine.
Everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. We'll be catching up in a bit from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against the Heat in Miami.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
I think, Greg, they didn't let the crowd or the noise get to them, and they have to be happy with how they played and executed on the road in that one.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thanks, Kevin. Memphis head coach David Fizdale spent a long time as an assistant in Miami. He coached the big three of LeBron, D. Wade, and Chris Bosh. He said they were incredible leaders and basketball geniuses, so I was very lucky to be a part of that. A lot of my success I owe to that team we had in Miami. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Coach Fizz is certainly an exciting young coach on the rise. Doris, coming down the stretch here, a few teams clearly out of the playoffs. Despite their disappointment, what can they do to build confidence going into next year?
Well, I'm a big believer in that adage, you can't skip steps, and professionalism is required every day regardless of record. And so you build things by the small decisions you make every day. When you step between the lines, you work hard or you don't. Work is what gives confidence.
You're right, it's a process. So Memphis will get the first possession, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Memphis, Conley out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Favors, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 slot. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. The screen from Thompson. They swipe it. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He feeds it to Conley. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Over Thompson. That shot missing. And Cleveland the other way now. Bledsoe passes to Love. Bledsoe kicks to LeBron. Thompson sets the pick for LeBron. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Kicks it out to Love. No good from outside. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And no one expected them to win that game per se, but no excuse for the way that one ended up.
Being overmatched doesn't mean you should be outworked. I thought they did exactly the opposite. Uninspired performance. Boy, the defense gets into his head and alters his release when he really doesn't have to.
Kicks it to Thompson. Bledsoe outside. Back to Thompson. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Well, people are always talking about his scoring, but Bledsoe, very good vision as well, finding the open man there.
Conley kicks to Gasol. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies and came away with a win.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
Yeah, that second unit was fantastic in the last meeting. They infused a ton of energy and, somewhat surprisingly, a lot of points production.
And that one drops.
I'd say when LeBron is working near the rim, his strength becomes readily apparent.
Bledsoe against Conley. Gasol on the high post. Over Thompson. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist from Conley.
And because of his size, that's a difficult shot to contest.
Almost unguardable, you could say, Greg. Skilled at holding the ball so high, defenders can't get to it.
It's good.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Memphis trailing here. Gasol up top. And Gasol slams it in.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Now here's LeBron. He picked up 30 points in their last win against the Heat in Miami.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
And that's just all about positioning. He gets boxed out, can't fight around it, and gets the over-the-back call.
Well, so many foul calls, 50-50. Not that one. He barged right into him.
There's the screen. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Favors, dishes to Wade. Lays it up off the glass.
And you got to like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
Now here's James. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. A baseline J. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
That's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Wade against Rose. On the wing, James. And here's Love from the arc. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, Love has worked to diversify his game. You have to guard him from the perimeter or he will burn you.
Well, we, the North, starting to turn out some players, right? Out of Toronto, Canada, Tristan Thompson. He doesn't have the most expansive offensive skill set, but guys, his motor is as good as it gets.
It's LeBron with the drive. And yes, it's good. James has got his second bucket of the night.
The defense really doing their best to body LeBron James, but he is just a physical beast who cannot be contained.
Now here's Gasol. A 24-point outing in their last game against Denver. Over Thompson. And again, Memphis no good.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
Conley against Bledsoe. Thompson outside. Rose kicks to Love. 5 to shoot. The kick out to Rose. 3-pointer. James, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Conley gets the bucket.
You know, a good job by the defender of not getting fooled by the step back, but still got the shot to fall.
To the paint. Love the pass to Thompson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Thompson sets the pick for LeBron. Back to Bledsoe. He kicks it to LeBron. They get it back. Goes up with it again. Rejected by Gasol.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
You've got to be encouraged by the signs of progress from Hollis Jefferson. He's got to continue to improve this mid-range.
Thompson dishes to Rose. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Made with it. 11 points last game. Favors with the screen. Shoots off the screen. Again, Memphis.
Boy, excellent team basketball. Use the screen to free himself up and drill the jump shot.
James outside. Offensive rebound. And Thompson kicks to Love. Passes it to Rose. Launches a three. And another three for Cleveland.
LeBron shoots that three in rhythm. His success rate just skyrockets.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Here's Favors. Good D by Thompson.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint. That's a vicious assault on the rim by LeBron. Incredibly accomplished dunker who's still got plenty of bounce in his step.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And Thompson sends it back. Right side Rose. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Conley. He's coming off a 22-point game against Denver.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
And there's the pass to Favors. Over Love. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And you love that Favors bounces off defenders effortlessly. Fantastic at finishing despite the defense being right in his grill.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Of course, you ended a very successful college career a few years before professional women's basketball was fully established. How much do you wish you could have had a chance to go pro and play in what is now the WNBA?
How about this, Kev? The last 10 minutes of my senior season, the last 10 minutes of my final game, I blow out my knee. Otherwise, I would have gone to either Sweden or Ireland to play professionally. But sure, of course I wish the WNBA was formed. It came 10 years after my graduation in 1987. Oh, what could have been.
Yeah. And Doris is thriving, right? I mean, there is such a following for the WNBA.
Last year's finals may be the most competitive in history. It's really grown leaps and bounds.
So fun to watch.
And very little defense here to start the game.
Boy, both teams rolling right now on the offensive end. We got a little barn burner cooking.
Chalk up 2 there.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now here's Conley. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Pekovic with the rebound.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Conley kicks to Davis. To the wing right side. Fresh 24 for Memphis. Outside Green. Outside Davis. Outside Conley. Back to Davis. Baldwin kicks to Conley. Tries again. Another miss by Conley. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Back to Daniels. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Daniels has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Grizzlies shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway. Baldwin kicks to Baines. There's a screen. Green with a screen on Pekovic. From deep, hits the three-point bomb.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a three on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
And so here's Cleveland. 7-point differential. He gets it in there. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Conley kicks to Davis. Here's Baldwin. He's covered by Daniels. Feeds it to Green. Here's Davis. Great D that time from Pekovic. Cleveland's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. The dish to Shumpert. Daniels kicks to Harper. Back to Daniels. Shumpert against Davis. Pekovic with a screen. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Daniels.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Conley kicks to Davis. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Conley. That's tipped. Fast break. Here we go. Tips it up.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
They can't stop the run with that one. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Back to the action after this word. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
Go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also when I get to the arena, I also watch more film on each and every guy that's going to be playing, guys that I know I may be, matched up against, throughout the night. So I'm not surprised by anything if it happens throughout the game. So it's a lot of preparation that goes in, to just one game, just trying to get one win, but that's what it takes to win good.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't, but he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
I think one key is they've controlled the tempo so far, and I know it's early, but it helps to have this kind of lead.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Davis is out there with Jermichael Green. Then it's Conley. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Baldwin in at the 2 spot.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Now here's Green. And stolen by Pekovic. Dishes to Harper. And he dunks it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. The Cavaliers making the shot. And stolen by Pekovic. Daniels passes to Pekovic. This one for 3. No good on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Conley kicks to Davis. Green, the pass to Baldwin. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Here's Green, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Gasol.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him early.
Doris, we have so many bigs that are playmakers, even though their position doesn't say they really should fall in that category. But we do have a lot of guys that can pass, that have size, and operate down low. Who, in your opinion, tend to be some of those names under the radar?
Well, I go to Marc Gasol, who is an all-star center in the NBA. But what his value is, he's increasingly become comfortable with a guy who they want to take 15 to 20 shots a game. But the beauty of Marc Gasol is the unselfish nature of his game. You can stick Marc at the elbow, enter the ball through him, and you know something good is going to happen. He's going to make the right pass. He's going to lead to the pass that leads to the pass that leads to the score, or he can get his own offense. I think for me, maybe the under-radar guy in terms of playmaking have to be Marc Gasol.
Here's Daniels, drains the three-pointer. Daniels has got 9.
That's his first triple of the second period, third of the game.
So timeout called here, the first for Memphis. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Davis, and Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Mike Conley. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. They set the pick. Wade kicks to Green. Shoots a 3. Offensive rebound. Measuring. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
I'll tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's LeBron. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Who attracts more defensive attention than LeBron James? My goodness, inside, so hard to guard.
Here's Baldwin. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Wade kicks to Baldwin. 5 on the clock. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
They set the pick. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Dwayne Wade.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Cavaliers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
At the line for 2.
And he can't get the first one. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Harper. Love comes in for Shumpert. And Farrell subbed in for Daniels. The Grizzlies also making a change. Gasol's checked in. Here's Baldwin. He has 5. Pass to Measuring. Here's Baldwin. Gasol, a screen on Thompson. Shoots off the step back, and he hits the jump shot. Baldwin's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
LeBron James on the wing. There's the pick. Beyond the arc. He can't get that one, and it's Memphis the other way. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
You call that power basketball by Hollis Jefferson. He's willing to go right through the foul.
And you'll hear some say the sleeper of that 2015 draft was Rondé Hollis Jefferson. I mean, a fractured ankle his rookie season limited him to just those 29 games. But when healthy, he's shown he can be a force defensively.
Now here's James. 13 points in the game. And James throws it down.
I'll tell you, if you get caught napping on the defensive end, that first step of LeBron's is so explosive. Look out.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Baldwin kicks to Measuring. Passes it to Baldwin. 5 to shoot. Gasol a screen. Baldwin the pass to Gasol. Good on the triple. He's got 9. And Greg, what separates Hollis Jefferson, do you think, as an NBA defender?
You know, physicality, quickness, to go along with anticipation. I mean, with his pressure D, he's able to suffocate perimeter players and rack up steals. And don't forget versatility. He's a guy that can guard multiple positions, and that's a huge asset for any team.
Here's Wade. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Farrell kicks to Thompson. James outside. The pass to Farrell. James outside. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Gasol. Now Wade. He has 6. Gasol passes to Baldwin. It's Gasol missing. Cleveland leading by 11. It's a pick by Love. Pass to Farrell. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Doors with defensive rules now allowing teams to play a sort of soft zone. Does that make it easier to hide bad defensive players on your team?
Well, it certainly gives you one avenue. I don't think you can play zone in the NBA for any extended periods because the coaching is too good and the skill level of the players would destroy a zone if you gave a steady diet of it. I do believe, however, that hiding a defensive weakness comes down to personnel. How many can you hide on one particular floor? Somebody's going to get exposed somewhere if there's too many.
No doubt. Derrick Rose is checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Derek Favors checked in for Salah measure.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. Baldwin kicks to Gasol. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Now here's Love. He's coming off a 22-point game against Miami.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collecting huge amounts of rebounds.
Farrell can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Baldwin. He's got 7. And stolen by James. True on the 14-footer. James has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, we always talk about the power of LeBron James, but how about the grace on the pull-up there?
Baldwin the pass to Wade. The feed to Favors.
Well, Derek Favors has always gotten a lot of credit for his defensive abilities, but to me, his offense has come such a long way since he came out of Georgia Tech.
And the thing that really sticks out when you look at Derek Favors, his defensive versatility. You know, he can guard the 4s or the 5s on the inside or out, and to have a player like that allows your team to excel.
But I think for Derek Favors, it's a matter of continuing to improve your game, especially on the defensive end of the floor.
Thompson, a screen on Wade. And here's Rose. He has 5. Shoots from the elbow. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And despite Favors' size and strength, he really moves his feet well.
And that's tremendously valuable in today's NBA. The ability to stay in front of smaller men in switches and pick and rolls. He has terrific lateral mobility. That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here's Farrell. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Wade against Rose. Here's Baldwin. He dishes it to Gasol. 6 to shoot. And it's Wade in the corner. Over Rose. That one a little long.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Farrell kicks to LeBron. The Grizzlies pull it in. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Gasol. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got 5 rebounds tonight. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Yogi Ferrell. Memphis also making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Gasol. Davis comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Mike Conley in for Baldwin. And here's Love for 3. That shot, no good. And Memphis the other way now.
I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
Favors dishes to Wade. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
Yeah, you go for the steal, but at least you do get the deflection.
Well, Greg, you make them reset their offense, right? It's disrupting their rhythm.
Harper, he's checked in for Cleveland. Amon Shumpert has come in for James. Green, he's checked in for Memphis. Now here's Rose. 7 points in the game. Outside Conley. He feeds it to Wade. Over Rose. Misses off the left iron. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Outside Shumpert. His first shot coming late. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 4 assists in the game. Memphis has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Conley kicks to Davis. They set the pick. Feeds to Wade. To stop the drought. Wade. The rebound by Kevin Love.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Harper with a screen on Wade. Love right side. Rose kicks to Bledsoe. Out to Shumpert. A 3 ball. Great D that time from Davis. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Conley with it. Outside, Davis. Outside Conley. Misses the 3. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've got the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half, and you have a big lead, but do you forget about that in the second half?
Oh, yeah. We got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to say in the locker room we got to come out and win the third quarter. If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay. But like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens, Kevin. Thanks. And now back to the other Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports.
Been working out.
It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They're leading by 16. Kenny, what do you think?
That was the half of the super sub for them. A lot of offense coming off the bench, and that's such a luxury to have that kind of firepower available. There were times when the pace picked up when the second unit came into the game. And that's the best part, having a bunch of guys who's ready at the drop of a hat.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but Perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters. You got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
That's it for now as the second half just about ready to go.
Welcome back, folks. So much to do here in downtown Cleveland. And East 4th Street right in the heart of it all. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
Well, it's his specialty. There are certain guys who can dominate a half or even an entire game by generating second chances.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Cleveland leading by 16. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Bledsoe is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's LeBron in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
Well, the awareness that LeBron possesses was on display there. He knew exactly where to find the easy look.
Kicks to Gasol. Wade has the open look. Another miss by Wade.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
It's a pick by Love. Rose kicks to Bledsoe. Goes up the baseline. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Well, a guy who usually likes to take it all the way to the rack. Bledsoe's developing a nice in-between game.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Rose. And there's Bledsoe on the assist by Rose. 6 points for Eric Bledsoe.
They wanted a fast start coming out of the break, and they are now 3 for 3.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Conley up top. To the middle. Here's Gasol. And that one comes up a bit short. Cleveland leading by 23. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Wade. To stop the run. And he's good on the 3-ball. Wade's got 9.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
No good from Bledsoe.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Conley kicks to Gasol. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Memphis moving it around. 5 to shoot. Favors sets the pick for Wade. Wade missing again.
Boy, what a cold start to the second half for them. Just 1 for 4 from the field so far.
Bledsoe kicks to Love. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol. Goes back up, and it's Favors laying it in. Favors has got his second basket of the game.
Well, you like how Favors stays after it in that instance. When he's close to the bucket, boy, he's great at hustling for these second chance points.
And Bledsoe, here we go. It's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 20.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end. Not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And Doris, one thing we've seen with LeBron, he's not shy putting pressure on the franchise when it comes to personnel decisions.
Right, Kev, this guy is very serious about winning championships. LeBron James expects support from ownership in terms of acquiring the right pieces, and he keeps his contract short with a purpose. That exerts leverage to be in position to win.
Hey, Doris, on the subject of league expansion, Commissioner Silver has said that 30 teams feels about right at this point. How long do you think it's going to be before we add another franchise or two to the NBA?
All right, let me just say that I completely concur with Commissioner Silver. The last thing we want to see when the NBA is at its peak in popularity is expansion that might dilute some of the competitiveness that we want to see happen. The bigger question right now is these super team issues. Are we at a point where there is such disparity between the best teams in the league and the worst? Let's address that first, and then we can look at expansion down the road.
So you do not like the super team aspect that we're beginning to see formulate it from time to time?
I don't necessarily want to say that. I think the jury is still out, Kevin. We have to see how the next 2 or 3 years plays out as it relates to both Cleveland and Golden State. I think there was a period in the 80s where it felt like it was the Lakers and the Celtics every year. Let's not overreact, but certainly let's not add teams before we make sure we are where we need to be from a competitiveness standpoint.
Now Favors, following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. Favors dishes to Gasol, out to Conley. The three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. LeBron's got his 6th rebound on the night.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
There's the dish to Love. Passes it to LeBron. And Love has it in the corner. Love with another miss.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Gasol a screen. Conley kicks to Favors. And Gasol now top of the key. Over Thompson. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
The Grizzlies trail by 20. A floater. Up again.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. But Trey drills it from outside. 18 points for him.
Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
Conley, the pass to Wade. Inside. The 10-footer. Gasol missing again.
Yeah, tough for them to bounce back when he's shooting like this. He's been off all period.
And Bledsoe has it in the corner. To the right side. No good on the three. The Grizzlies trail by 21.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The pass to Hollis Jefferson. He kicks to Gasol. And he banks in the layup. Gasol's got 15 points.
That is really solid low post offense. You cannot waste those chances.
LeBron dishes to Bledsoe. LeBron outside. To the middle. Here's Love. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. They get Marc Gasol.
Guys, just pure strength from Kevin Love. The defense just not good enough.
And Doris, coming into the NBA, Love's game was centered around the basket, a double-double machine.
Well, think about this, Kev. One of 5 players in the last 3 decades to average over 15 rebounds for an entire season. He did that in 2011. And he still remains a factor on the boards because he's got terrific understanding of positioning and great lower body strength.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's the screen. Davis with the screen on Bledsoe. Now here is Conley. On the wing, Davis. Pass to Baldwin. Shot clock at 5. Conley kicks to Measuring. And stolen by Love. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break, we've got a breakdown showing the average 3-point attempts versus 2-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for the Cavaliers.
And clearly they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
Harper, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Mon Shumpert has come in for Eric Bledsoe. Green against James. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Conley's got 5.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's Harper, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Cleveland, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
And that one falls for Harper. Both shots good from the stripe. And here are the Grizzlies now. Now Conley. He's got 5. Outside, Davis. Memphis moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Swiped away. Daniels kicks to LeBron. And the dunk by James.
This guy is unguardable in the open floor. When LeBron gets into space, you might as well turn the lights out, Kevin.
Memphis has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. On the wing, Davis. Outside, Green. Here's Baldwin. Off target from outside. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Dishes it to Shumpert. Harper with a screen on Conley. Out to Shumpert. Traps in the tray. He's got 5.
Boy, you just love Shumpert's pre-shot routine. Gets his feet set, ready to catch and release. Beautiful.
Conley kicks to Baldwin. It's Davis on the wing. Guarded by Shumpert. To the wing on the left. Here's Baldwin. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one. They set the screen. In the corner, Daniels. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here is Conley. He has 5. Green, the screen. Conley kicks to Green. Back to Conley. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Baldwin. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. And here's Daniels. 9 points in the game so far. LeBron outside. Harper with a screen on Green. James, the pass to Harper. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Harper's got 10.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Davis kicks to Measuring. Shoots over Harper. The Cavaliers pull it in. Harper's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's James. He's got 19. Daniels, no good. Outside Conley. The feed to Green. It's Davis on the wing. Pass to Baldwin. To the left side wing. Conley left side. Shot off the pick, and the basket is good. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, and coming off that pick there, Conley able to get to his sweet spot and convert.
In the corner, it's James. Left side, Shumpert. Over by Conley. Back to Daniels. Makes it off the glass. He's got 11.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Memphis has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Conley kicks to Baldwin. Here's Davis. And it's Harper with the rebound. Harper's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The drive by LeBron. And he banks in the layup. LeBron's got 21.
And LeBron James showing no signs of slowing up anytime soon, scoring with ease.
Davis with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Down low and stolen by LeBron. Daniels kicks to Shumpert. LeBron James on the wing. This one for 3. Here's the 3. He doesn't hit that one. The Grizzlies shooting 41% for the game. Pass to Baldwin. Over Daniels. The putback. And James pulls it down. James has got rebound number 8 now on the night. From deep three-point range, the long distance 3 is buried. He's got 23.
LeBron in complete command, knows where everyone is at all times.
And so it's Cleveland with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's Baldwin on the court for Memphis to start the 4th. They've got Mejri. He's out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Slater in at the 2. Here's Baines to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Grace. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Doris, as always, this question about resting players. Fans pay hundreds of dollars for tickets and parking and everything else, expecting the healthy guys to play. Why shouldn't there be a requirement for them to suit up?
Well, again, you have Commissioner Adam Silver attempting to address this and making it known during the finals that there would be some limitations based on the ability to rest players, that there would be strong encouragement to rest players at home because your fans obviously have more of an opportunity to see them at home. Listen, Kevin, I think fans need to be able to see the stars. At the same time, it's a strenuous 82-game stretch. Have we addressed it in terms of lengthening the season and shortening the preseason? What I do like is that the NBA is aware that there is an issue, and they are working proactively to fix it.
As is their custom. They always do that.
Correct.
At the line for Slater. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. So it's the Cavaliers now. Daniels kicks to Pekovic. Here's Slater. That's tipped. Here's Mejri. Stolen. Here's Farrell. Pekovic with a screen. Farrell passes to Daniels. Back to Farrell. Cleveland moving it around. Outside jumper. And Pekovic kicks to Daniels. Farrell for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Grace, guarded by Shumpert. Measury up top. And All-Star Week, a fan favorite certainly. But Doris, I've heard you say on more than one occasion you'd love to see a 3-on-3 competition.
Kevin, I think if you're trying to learn the game of basketball, putting yourself in a situation to play 3-on-3 is one of the greatest ways you can develop your game. One, it teaches you how to pass and cut, right? You cannot be effective in a 3-on-3 game unless you understand how to screen for somebody, how to set yourself up to come off of the screen. The shorter dynamic of the 3-on-3 in a half-court environment is one of the best ways to learn how to play the game of basketball.
I love that analysis. That's terrific. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Baldwin. From 17 feet out. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
Cleveland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Rose kicks to Pekovic. Feeds it to Harper. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone a dismal 0-for-5 to get the fourth quarter underway. The pass to Baldwin to the wing right side. Slater, he's covered by Rose. Leaner from distance. A rebound by Pekovic.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pekovic. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Baines. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Slater. Clock at 6. From beyond the arc.
And offensively, they have laid an egg here in the second half. The missed shots are piling up, and their field goal percentage continues to plummet.
Passes to Lawrence. Here's Farrell. High post, Pekovic. And there's the call on measure. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Doris, looking at the financial health of the league, tremendous TV ratings with the finals coverage again. Nearly half the teams valued around $1 billion, which to me is just unfathomable. Are we in the golden age of professional basketball in this country, of the NBA?
I think certainly we are in one of the great generations for the NBA. And think about this. I know soccer is the most popular game worldwide, Kevin, but increasingly basketball beyond the borders of the United States is one of the most popular and fastest growing sports. So I don't think there's any question the NBA is at its peak of its popularity with no end in sight. And I think there's a reason for that. You know, I think there's something very tangible and touchable to the NBA fan. Look at a guy like Steph Curry. He looks like every man, and yet he's finding tremendous success. It's appealing to NBA fans of the next generation.
Here's Slater, and another miss by Memphis.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
Now here's Rose. In the corner, Farrell. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 6 assists here tonight. Farrell's gone 2 of 4 from the field. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Measury. Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Harper. Shot clock at 6. Slater, covered by Pekovic. Rebounded by Rose. Cleveland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. He dishes it to Harper. Here's Farrell. There's the pass to Lawrence. Off target with his 3. Slater. He's covered by Rose. Here's Baines. Here's Mesri. It's deflected. Baines passes to Slater. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Cavaliers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
Well, the defense paying no attention at all to him, and all he can do is throw up a brick. Ouch.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. To the wing right side. Baldwin. And again, Memphis no good. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
They set the screen. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right. The effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
To stop the drought. And no good that time. Great D that time from Pekovic. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Baldwin kicks to Mesri. Pass to Slater. Doris, we know there's a lot of trash talking on the court. Some of it is unfriendly, some of it not so much, just kind of playing around. When do you consider comments going over the line?
Well, given that I'm not necessarily privy to exactly everything that's said, I imagine much of it not PG rated, Kevin.
No.
I would say that's an issue for the players to decide. If you step over the line, you're going to feel me in some way, shape, or form.
I don't know, though, we've ever had a time in any professional sport, but in particular the NBA, where there has been a real feeling of community among the players. I mean, I think in the olden days, it was genuine hatred, and there's some of that now, but there is really a feel like, hey, we are all in this together.
Maybe too much so. Like I enjoyed watching Larry Bird, who was supposed to be amongst the best trash talkers, get into the head of the player. Draymond Green is the current iteration of perhaps the best trash talker. I say, listen, let him yap a little bit. Nothing wrong with that.
He's taking Kevin Garnett's place in that regard, I think. Shumpert, who's checked in for the Cavaliers. Troy Daniels comes in for Derrick Rose. Baldwin kicks to Mesri. Grace, guarded by Shumpert. Grace, they get the rebound. And it's Baines missing. Cleveland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Farrell kicks to Pekovic. He feeds it to Daniels. Pekovic with it. Baines is there. Farrell gets the bucket.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
Pass to Slater. Grace, guarded by Shumpert. Out to the right wing. Poked loose. Now it's Shumpert running. He can go all the way. Pass to Mesri. Here's Baldwin. And the pass to Slater. Right wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Baines. Out of hand on it. Here's Shumpert. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Doris, the league would prefer that players stay in college a minimum of 2 years before entering the draft. Others have countered with straight out of high school in that approach. Which way do you lean?
I would say I would lean to allow these young men, if they're prepared and have the talent and ability to go straight from high school to the league, they should have that opportunity. We don't put restrictions on any other field of endeavor. If you're a great musician, you can go to New York City and make a living in an orchestra on Broadway. To me, if you're capable, you should be allowed the opportunity. This is America. We are a land of opportunity. I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
Farrell for three. Pekovic dishes to Shumpert. Pass to Farrell. Shumpert with it. A three ball. Mejri with the rebound. Mejri's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Grace, guarded by Shumpert. Wade passes to Mejri. Memphis moving it around. Fires from deep. And that one's good. Daniels.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
Now here's Wade. Pass to Mejri. Here's Baldwin. To the inside. A rebound by Pekovic.
Boy, great job protecting the rim and turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-game.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for LeBron.
Boy, I love the priority he placed on his passing tonight. It inspired great player movement, great ball movement. It seemed to me they knew they were going to get an easy bucket on every possession.
Wade kicks to Baldwin. There's the dish to Baines. There's the screen. Wade at the elbow. And stolen by Pekovic. Here's Farrell. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We getting out in transition and, trying to get defensive stops. And everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.